Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, everyone. And if you're watching this and it's not a Tuesday, then happy whatever day you're watching it. My name is Crystal, for those who don't know, and I just want to welcome you to Talk About It Tuesday. Usually on Tuesdays, I'm going to talk about stories that I heard or answer questions that maybe some of you guys might have. Um, and but today I was just like, you know what? I want to talk a little bit more about like me and my situation so you can kind of understand why I'm doing what I do. So, I am a mom of two teens. You've probably heard. I've been married almost 15 years in May. We have three dogs, a rabbit. Currently, I am a stay-at-home mom. I homeschool my kids, and so that's where I'm at now. But that's been my past 2 years. But before that, I wasn't a stay-at-home mom. I actually always had a job. I worked in the education sector for almost 12 years before I am doing what I'm doing now. And in 2019, our program lost funding and I was laid off. So as a resort, I decided to do something new. I was commuting every day for the last year and a half for about 2 to 3 hours one way. So it got a lot. It became a lot, and then I wasn't finding myself as happy. My life didn't feel fulfilled, so I I just took the opportunity to kind of just see where God wanted me to be. So today I want to talk a little bit about that, like your life not feeling fulfilled and how maybe you can fulfill your life and kind of find your course in life and your journey, and also your mission in life, right? So when I got laid off, I felt some kind of way at first. Like, I was like, what am I gonna do? I was stressing out. I was having panic attacks, anxiety every day, like literally shaking. And so much so that I had to talk to a therapist because I didn't know what was going on. I mean, I've had panic attacks before, but this was something new. It was debilitating at times. Like, I felt like I couldn't function. I didn't feel like a good mom because I couldn't function. I felt like just not myself. So that's when I started to just pray. And now, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not like super religious or anything. So this is not going to be about like a lot of like religious type of stuff, but that's just my story. Like, I started praying to God, and in that I found what, like, my spirituality, right? So I was born raised Christian all my life. I kind of felt like I fit in, but I kind of felt like I didn't. And so I've always like wanted to explore my spirituality, wanted to explore like, I knew there was something, I always knew that there was something like great, like God out there, right? I felt him. Like, how can there not be a God, is what I always thought, right? So when I had this time, this quiet time, I started to meditate. And in meditation, that's where I found who I was. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not going to get too in depth of that right now. Maybe I'll do a video later on about my spirituality and my journey there. But I just wanted to let you guys know how I got to where I am now, my mentality. So, like I said, I've been laid off since 2019. I have been jobless, and um, I thought I went into this with a good plan. My mom had a daycare preschool growing up, and I worked for her, and my friends did, and I really enjoyed the work. That was my first introduction to education, hence why I stayed in education for so long. But I have always had a dream of having my own daycare preschool. And so I thought, oh, we bought our house, perfect timing. I'm getting laid off. Let me get my license. And I did get my childcare license. And then, bam, the pandemic, right? And then I said, okay, well, let me just wait it out for 6 months. And then the second wave hit. And I was like, you know what? I got to reevaluate what is going to happen if I never, am able to open up my preschool daycare. So I reevaluated it and I decided that I didn't feel comfortable having 8 to 10 kids in my house, um, and with the possibility of them all getting sick. And I just couldn't have that on my conscience. That's just the person I am. So I decided, okay, well, let's do online preschool. Okay, I love kids. I love education. I love teaching. I love like just having fun and that aha moment, right? That kids get like, you're like, what's 1 plus 1? And they're just like, I don't know. 1 plus 1. Come on, guys. Like that working together to see the end result. And then all of a sudden it's like, bing, they got it. And then we celebrate. So I really wanted that still. So I decided to do an online preschool. And I've been still, I'm still open to that. I'm still offering it. I just haven't had any clients yet, which I'm like, okay, maybe it's not meant for me. I don't know, but I still am going to keep it open because that's what I like to do. Okay, so and then my other part of my self-discovery was, now it's dwindling down where bills are due. I mean, we're not privileged people. Like we don't live a privileged life. My husband works in warehousing, so it's not like, we make a multitude of money. And so I'm like, okay, God, you told me to do online preschool. Okay. I also felt the itch to do YouTube channels. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. And then I felt like I needed to also do like another business. So my 14-year-old daughter and I are doing candles and hand painted earrings, and that's something that we just started like this month, and so it's going pretty good. We're loving it, we're enjoying it. That's just for her to get into the like business mindset, so that's going to mostly for her. But for me, I wanted to focus on myself for the first time. I feel like for the first time since I've been a mom, for the first time since I've met my husband. So it's been probably like 17 to 15 years that I've actually been able to just like focus on me, right? So I do that in a multitude of ways, but one of the main ways, like I said, is through my meditation. And I also shared last week that I'm intuitive, which is true. I'm highly intuitive. So I also open a Facebook group around helping people build their intuition and their gifts and connecting to Source, God, connecting to their spiritual team, and just like finding their way the same way that I had to find my way. So I do that too. I have like, as I'm talking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I do a lot. But to focus on myself, that part, it helps me focus on myself, and it's a part of my mission, my spiritual mission, of healing people, and also not planting the seed, but like the seed is planted, but nurturing the seed so it can grow spiritually for other people. So that's my one of my roles. But for my role that would bring me, funding, bring me income, I mean, I'm still like I feel like I'm on the right path, but I'm trying to find it. So anyways, I started driving for Uber Eats, and I love it. Like, I really am happy with it. I wish it was a little more consistent, but I am happy with it. And in doing that, I started also looking for like a full-time job or a part-time job. And I promised myself like at the summertime that I wouldn't do that. I'm like, I'm never going back to the hustle and bustle of like a 9 to 5. And when I was like meditating and talking to God, and I was just like, I don't want that. I made it very clear, I don't want that. And so it like broke my spirit with me like feeling like I had to go back to that. And I'm like, mm-mm. So I did that for a couple days, and like I had a job call me and I have a couple reaching out, and every time I'm just like, it eats at me for some reason. It's like eating at my spirit. It's eating at just me. And I'm just like, I don't want that. And so I'm standing in faith that something will come through, that I feel comfortable, because the major realization that I came to in this journey was that I need to take care of me more, feed my spirit, feed my mind, and feed my body. And so, you know, I'm like, okay, how do I feed my spirit? Through meditation, through connection with Source, God. Um, Also connecting with others and helping them on their journey. And then how do I feed my body? Of course, I decided to add more fruits and vegetables, and I lost 20 pounds, and I'm trying to work out a little bit more. But like I'm like, okay, how do I feed my mind? And I'm like, through stimulation, through creativity. I just want to be creative, right? And I don't know how many of you guys feel the same way or in the same boat. So I'm hoping that this helps you. But like, overall, I came to the conclusion that my mental health, wellness, trumps like everything else. Like, I want to be happy. And we only live this life once, right? But I want to be happy in this life. I want to be so happy that my light is just shining and people see the light of God shining through me, and I'm able to spread love and joy and happiness and also provide for my family. So that's why I started driving for Uber Eats, because I'm like, okay, well, let me just see. Now, a lot of people say Grubhub and all this, but they're not hiring in my area. I've tried all of them. The only one I can get is Uber Eats right now, and I'm hoping to get through some other ones so I can continue doing that, because I really do like it. And I've been getting compliments where someone's like, I love your energy, the other night. And then like, people do give good tips, when you provide good customer service. And I don't know, it just like, it does something to me. It's stimulating to me. It makes me happy. My online preschool, I'm praying that it comes through this summer at least, and I can get some kids and like really enjoy doing that too. But I will not go back to a regular 9 to 5. So I want to talk about like staying within like a mediocre job and realizing that it's mediocre. And first, like, what do you think when someone says like a mediocre job or a deadbeat job? Usually what comes to mind is that like it's a job where they're getting low wages, or it's like a fast food gig or retail or whatever. Like, it's just something that a teenager can do, right? For me, that's what I always thought until I was in that point of working. I'll just say I like working for the school district, and yeah, I was getting paid pretty good, like, but it was mediocre for me. I didn't feel like it fed to my spirit. It didn't feel to my soul. It didn't bring me happiness, joy all the time. And it was nothing to do with the children. You know what it was, probably the adults, but the children I loved. Like, I miss working with students. I miss like I still miss that aspect of it. And but it was just like the politics of it, and feeling like you have to act a certain way, be a certain way, or like your ideas weren't getting really like acknowledged, or like you weren't able to be creative. And so I'm like, no, I don't want to do that no more. So I just want to encourage you guys to, like, if you're feeling like I did, reassess that. Like, connect to God in your way, or to Mother Earth, or whatever you want to say, your galactic family, spirit guides, angels, like whatever way you feel connected, connect to that, and really see what you hear. Because I always say that in silence you find answers. And it took me a long time to learn that. When I finally had calm and quiet in my mind, like when I finally like meditated and had that in my mind, I started getting all these answers. And I still do. And I'm just like, whoa, I'm not alone. And you're not alone. But I just want to encourage you guys to reassess where you're at in your life. And if you want to take the spiritual journey with me and learn more about spirituality, or you want to learn more about how to connect, or if you want to learn about your gifts, your intuitive gifts, then you're more than welcome to join my Facebook group. I'll put in the details. And if you're interested in your preschooler or pre-kindergartner being a part of my online preschool, then I'll put that in the comments too. And I'll also, why not, put my daughter's candle and earring business in the in the details part too. Yeah, and then leave a comment. Tell me how you feel, if it resonated with you, if not. And yeah, I just want to encourage you guys to really just make your life as happy as it can be. If something is not bringing you joy, if something is not making you smile, if something just doesn't sit right with you, you know, that gut feeling that we get, like, you know, get rid of it. And if you need help getting rid of it and need ideas, then I can totally help you with that. But yeah, just negativity is just, it weighs you down. It could be at the work, it could be at your home, it could be a person, it could be a place, it could be an object. If you don't need it, if it doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it, right? So that, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about love. And I just want to spread love to you guys. I want to spread my light to you guys. I hope I made you smile. And that's it. You know, I'll see you next Tuesday. Remember, if you have a question that you would like me to answer, or subject or topic that you want me to talk about, then leave it in the comments, or you can email me. I'll put the email in the description. Alrighty. And maybe next week I won't get so I'm kind of feeling like that because I've been like meditating and like, I don't know, I just feel good today. Do you feel good today? I hope you feel good today. And if you don't feel good today, I want to just spread my love and my light to you and just say, God loves you. I love you. This universe loves you. And have a great day. I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.